In the modern world of YouTube, one name stands above almost everyone else. That name is MrBeast. His real name is Jimmy Donaldson, and he is known as one of the most successful and generous creators in internet history. Millions of people watch his videos every day, and his challenges, giveaways, and large-scale experiments have completely changed the way content is made on YouTube. Jimmy Donaldson was born on May 7, 1998, in Greenville, North Carolina, in the United States. From a young age, Jimmy was fascinated with the internet, and especially with YouTube. While most children watched videos for entertainment, Jimmy was more interested in understanding how YouTube worked. He wanted to know why some videos became popular and why others did not. In 2012, when Jimmy was only 13 years old, he started his first YouTube channel under the name MrBeast 6000. At the beginning, his videos were very simple. Sometimes he played video games, sometimes he talked about other YouTubers, and sometimes he tried random experiments. At that time, he did not have expensive cameras, a big team, or a large audience. Most of his videos only received a few hundred views. But Jimmy was different from many other creators. Instead of quitting when his videos did not become famous, he studied YouTube like a scientist. He watched thousands of videos and analyzed why certain videos became viral. He spent countless hours discussing YouTube strategies with his friends and trying to understand the algorithm. During his teenage years, Jimmy was completely focused on YouTube. While many students thought about school, sports, or social life, Jimmy was thinking about video ideas. According to interviews, he and his friends would spend hours discussing thumbnails, titles, and audience psychology. They believed that if they could understand what people wanted to watch, they could create videos that would spread across the internet. One of Jimmy's early viral moments came when he made unusual and extreme videos. In one famous video, he counted to 100,000 on camera. This challenge took him almost 40 hours to complete. Another video showed him watching the same music video for 10 hours straight. These strange ideas attracted attention because they were so unusual and entertaining. Slowly, the channel began to grow. People started sharing his videos, and his subscriber count increased. But the real turning point came when Jimmy began creating videos where he gave away money to strangers. At first, the amounts were small. Sometimes he gave $100 to a pizza delivery driver. Sometimes he tipped waiters thousands of dollars. These moments were emotional and surprising, and viewers loved watching the reactions of people receiving unexpected kindness. The idea of combining entertainment with generosity became the foundation of MrBeast's channel. Instead of keeping the money he earned from YouTube, Jimmy decided to reinvest most of it back into his videos. Every time a video made money, he used that money to create even bigger challenges and giveaways. As his popularity grew, Jimmy built a team of close friends who helped him produce videos. Some of the most recognizable members included his friends Chris, Chandler, and Carl. Together, they created entertaining challenges where contestants competed for large amounts of money. Many of his videos involve unique competitions. For example, contestants might stay inside a circle. The last person to leave wins $100,000. In another challenge, participants might survive in extreme environments, build massive structures, or compete in creative games. One of the reasons MrBeast became so successful is because he constantly increases the scale of his content. Each video tries to be bigger and more exciting than the last one. Over time, the prizes grew from hundreds of dollars to tens of thousands and eventually to millions. Jimmy also became famous for recreating scenes inspired by popular entertainment. In one massive project, he recreated the famous games from the Netflix series Squid Game in real life. The video featured hundreds of contestants competing in similar challenges for a prize of hundreds of thousands of dollars. The production was incredibly expensive, but it quickly became one of the most viewed videos on YouTube. Another important part of Jimmy's career is his focus on charity. While many YouTubers focus only on entertainment, Jimmy also wanted to use his influence to help people around the world. He started several large charity campaigns that attracted global attention. One of the most famous was Team Trees, a project that aimed to plant millions of trees around the world. With the help of many other YouTubers and online communities, the campaign raised more than $20 million to plant 20 million trees. Later, he launched another environmental project called Team Seas, which focused on removing trash from oceans and rivers. Once again, millions of people from around the world supported the project. But Jimmy's generosity did not stop there. Through his channel Beast Philanthropy, he regularly helps people who are struggling financially. His team distributes food, clothing, and essential supplies to communities that need support. One of the most talked about moments came when he paid for surgery to help 1,000 blind people see again. The video showed emotional stories of individuals whose lives were completely changed after receiving medical treatment. While the video received millions of positive reactions, it also started discussions about healthcare systems and the role of wealthy influencers in helping others. Despite his massive success, Jimmy is known for living relatively simply compared to other celebrities. Instead of spending money on luxury items, he usually invests it back into bigger projects for his channel. Over time, MrBeast became more than just a YouTuber. He became a global brand and entrepreneur. One of his biggest business projects is Feastables, a chocolate and snack brand that quickly became popular among his fans. He also launched the fast food concept MrBeast Burger, which allowed people across the United States to order burgers inspired by his brand through delivery apps. By the early 2020s, MrBeast had become one of the most subscribed and most watched creators on the entire platform YouTube. His videos often receive tens or even hundreds of millions of views within a few days. But behind the massive success is years of hard work, experimentation, and persistence. Jimmy Donaldson spent nearly a decade learning how the internet works, constantly improving his videos and pushing the limits of online entertainment. And as his influence continued to grow, his ideas became even bigger, more ambitious, and sometimes even more controversial. Massive productions, record-breaking giveaways, and global charity projects would soon push MrBeast into a level of fame that very few internet creators had ever reached before. As the years passed, Jimmy Donaldson's influence on the internet continued to grow at an incredible speed. What started as a small YouTube channel run by a teenager had now become one of the largest content empires in the world. Millions of viewers were waiting for every new upload, knowing that each video would bring something bigger, more exciting, and often more generous than anything seen before. One of the biggest reasons behind his success was his willingness to take risks. While many creators preferred to stay within safe and predictable formats, Jimmy constantly searched for ideas that had never been attempted before. His goal was simple: create videos so unique and entertaining that people could not ignore them. To achieve this, he began building larger sets, inviting hundreds of contestants, and designing massive challenges that looked more like television productions than normal YouTube videos. Entire warehouses were transformed into game arenas, complex obstacle courses were built, and sometimes entire villages or environments were recreated just for a single video. These ambitious projects required huge investments. Some of his videos cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, while others reached budgets of several $1 million. Instead of seeing this as a risk, Jimmy believed that spending more on quality and creativity would attract more viewers, and in the long run, the videos would pay for themselves. This strategy worked extremely well. Many of his videos quickly crossed tens of millions of views, and some even reached hundreds of millions. As the audience grew, so did the scale of his giveaways. Instead of giving away a few $1,000s, he began giving away houses, luxury cars, private islands, and life-changing prizes. One memorable challenge involved contestants competing for a private island. Another video showed participants trying to stay inside a small circle for as long as possible, with the last person remaining winning an enormous cash prize. These creative competitions kept audiences engaged and made every upload feel like a major event. Behind the scenes, Jimmy and his team worked tirelessly to improve every aspect of their content. They studied viewer behavior, analyzed data, and constantly experimented with different storytelling styles. Thumbnails, titles, editing pace, and even background music were carefully designed to keep viewers watching until the very end. But entertainment was only one side of his mission.
Jimmy strongly believed that the power of the internet could also be used to improve people's lives. Through large charity initiatives, he continued helping communities across the world. His philanthropic efforts expanded rapidly. Food banks received massive donations, struggling families were given financial support, and communities affected by disasters received emergency assistance. Many of these moments were captured in videos that inspired viewers and encouraged others to contribute to similar causes. One particularly powerful video showed hundreds of people receiving free groceries and essential supplies. For many families, this assistance came during extremely difficult times. Viewers were deeply moved by the genuine reactions of gratitude and relief shown by those receiving help. Jimmy also invested heavily in solving specific problems that many people face. Medical treatments, housing assistance, and education support became recurring themes in his projects. These initiatives demonstrated that online creators could do far more than simply entertain audiences. At the same time, his business ventures continued expanding. His snack brand, Feastables, grew rapidly and began appearing in major retail stores. The brand focused on simple ingredients and strong marketing through his massive online audience. His virtual restaurant concept, MrBeast Burger, also gained widespread attention, allowing fans to order themed burgers through delivery services. Although the project faced challenges and mixed reviews over time, it demonstrated how powerful internet personalities could build real-world businesses connected to their online brand. Despite the enormous growth, Jimmy remained focused on improving his content. He often spoke about his obsession with perfecting YouTube videos. According to people close to him, he regularly spent long hours discussing ideas, reviewing analytics, and brainstorming with his team. He once explained in interviews that he thinks about YouTube almost all the time. Every new idea is analyzed carefully. If a concept seems boring or predictable, it is rejected immediately. Only ideas that feel exciting, surprising, and unique move forward into production. This mindset helped him stay ahead in an extremely competitive industry. While thousands of creators upload videos every day, very few can consistently produce content that captures global attention. As his popularity grew, his subscriber count on YouTube reached astonishing numbers. Tens of millions soon became hundreds of millions across his multiple channels. His videos were translated into different languages and watched by audiences from nearly every country. At this level of influence, Jimmy Donaldson was no longer simply a YouTuber. He had become one of the most recognizable internet figures in the world. Media outlets frequently discussed his strategies, businesses, and philanthropic efforts. However, with great fame also came criticism and controversy. Some people questioned whether large giveaways were sustainable, or whether they encouraged unrealistic expectations. Others debated the ethics of turning charity into entertainment content. Jimmy responded to many of these discussions by emphasizing that the money generated by his videos allows him to continue helping more people. He argued that if millions of viewers enjoy the content while also supporting charitable causes, the overall impact remains positive. Regardless of these debates, one fact is undeniable. The rise of MrBeast changed the landscape of online entertainment forever. His approach demonstrated that creativity, generosity, and bold ideas could transform a simple YouTube channel into a global phenomenon. From a teenager experimenting with small videos to the leader of a massive digital empire, Jimmy Donaldson's journey reflects the power of persistence and innovation. His story continues to evolve as he searches for even bigger ideas, larger challenges, and new ways to use his influence.